Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am bringing you my favorite books of 2015. In 2015, I read a total of 42 books, which is pretty impressive considering that I just started reading consistently again in around May or June. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with all the books I read. I enjoyed just about all of them except for two that I read, so it was really hard narrowing it down. I think I narrowed it down to 5. First on my list is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I was so surprised by this book because I do not typically pick up YA contemporary. I decided that I would just pick it up, see what all the hype was about, and I was not disappointed at all. I love this book so much. It was so entertaining and I was so invested in the story. I haven't picked up the second book in the duology yet, but I plan to do so in 2016. So the reason that To All the Boys I've Loved Before made it to my favorite books of 2015 is because of how surprised I was that I actually enjoyed it. And if you want a fun, light, entertaining read, I definitely recommend picking this one up if you haven't already. The next one is one that I read fairly recently, and it is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I did a spoiler-free review on this book, which I will leave somewhere. If you don't know, this book is about a young boy named Connor who is going through kind of a rough time right now, and to top it all off, he has a monster visiting him at night and telling him twisted fairy tales. It is absolutely heartbreaking and super emotional to get through. Some of the messages that were delivered in it were things that I really needed to hear. Not to mention that this book is filled with beautiful illustrations. There are some full page illustrations like this, and it also goes on to just the pages around the text like this. It's so good. I just love this book so much, and if you have not read this book yet, please consider picking it up because it is so good. Oh my gosh. Next on my list is The Merciless by Danielle Vega. This is a young adult horror novel, and it's about a girl named Sophia, and Sophia and her mom and grandmother moved to a new town, and shortly after starting her new school, Sophia falls in with the Mean Girls clique at the school, and they believe that this other girl is possessed by a demon, and so they want to perform an exorcism on her, but the exorcism turns into more torture. And my goodness, this book was so intense, and just all of the elements of torture were a little overwhelming at times, but I loved them. I loved them so much. I know that sounds really strange, but my favorite movies are horror movies, and so this book was definitely right up my alley. I read it in October, so if you're looking for a creepy, thrilling read that's not too long and you want to get through in one sitting, I would definitely recommend picking this one up, and I hope there's going to be a sequel because of the way that this book ended. I'm hoping that there's going to be another book coming, maybe, hopefully. Next on my list is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. This is the first Rainbow Rowell book that I read, and this is the book that started just everything, my love for Rainbow Rowell, and I've been gushing about her for the rest of the year. If you don't know, this book is about a girl named Eleanor and a boy named Park and the romance that blossoms between the two of them. It is so cute, and I absolutely love the romance in this book. It's probably one of the best romances that I've read in a while. But the cool thing about it is that it's balanced really well between light and heavy topics. There are some heavy issues discussed in this book, which just made it even better, and the ending just got me. I love the ending of this book. It's one of my favorite endings that I've read this year, and it's probably one of my favorite endings that I've read in quite a while. So if you have not read a Rainbow Rowell book, I would consider starting with Eleanor Park and picking it up as soon as you can. And finally, my favorite books that I read in 2015 were The Fifth Wave and The Infinite Sea, both by Ricky Yancey. I am absolutely obsessed with this book. Oh my gosh. The fifth wave takes place in a world where aliens were taking over the planet, and they're doing so in waves. The first wave was lights out. There was an electrical storm thing that wiped out literally anything electronic on the planet. Cars, planes, lights, phones, TVs, everything. The second wave was Surf's Up. There were huge tsunami waves that took out the coastal towns. The third wave was Pestilence, and the fourth wave was Silencer, where they started sending aliens disguised as humans down to take out the rest of the survivors. And the fifth wave is yet to come. People don't know what it is. They don't know what's happening. And in this book, we mainly follow a girl named Cassie who was separated from her younger brother Sam and is now traveling across the country to try to find him. And it is so good. This book is told through multiple POVs, and there were so many different twists and turns that I didn't see coming at all. And this book is being turned into a movie in like January or February, so it's coming out soon. And you need to read this book before the movie comes out because it was so freaking good. And the sequel, The Infinite Sea, was just as good as The Fifth Wave. I heard a lot of mixed things about it, but I'm here to tell you that this book was just as good as The Fifth Wave. And there's still a third book coming out in 2016, and it's the last book, and I'm sad about it because I don't want this trilogy to end, but I really want to read that last book. And there you guys go. Those are some of my favorite books from the year of 2015. Wow, guys, we're at the end of the year already, and it's gonna be 2016 because that's how time works. Let me know down below in the comments if any of the books that I mentioned were also on your favorite book list from 2015, and also let me know what books you have planned for 2016 because I can always use more book recommendations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!